Hey guys, I'm going to talk about my top three shows of the week. In third place, I have Sleepy Hollow, which I thought came back with a good episode. Really creepy too, showing the daughter being possessed and Jenny being possessed. I thought that that was really well done and it was very suspenseful. And I thought that there was a lot of elements of creepiness in there and just some sad stuff too, just realizing how much Jenny had sacrificed in order to save her sister. And then we got a nice reveal at the end of the episode, which was the writing by George Washington, with the date February 18th, 1776, I believe, and with them believing that he died 4 days before that. So that'll be an interesting thread that pushes us into next week's season finale. My second show of the week is actually kind of a tie because I enjoyed both of them. I'm surprised that I actually enjoyed The Blacklist as much as I did. But The Blacklist and Intelligence, I think, are a tie for for second place. And with Intelligence, I think it was more the fact that they used the pilot and really pushed forwards the second episode. I actually really enjoyed that. He was really focused on trying to find out what happened with his wife. Was she in deep cover? Did she turn? What is going on with her? And then, by the end of the episode, he thinks she's died because this bomb goes off. We don't see a body. And if anything in television has taught us, it's if you don't see a body, then they're probably not dead. Unless it's The Walking Dead, where clearly the son killed his mother. But yeah, I thought that that was a really good episode, and I liked that that was sort of the driving force that pushed forward the second episode. Of course, there's still some things that I think that they need to work on with the show, but I actually really enjoyed that episode. And the reason why I'm tying it with The Blacklist and not giving The Blacklist number one was because I actually had another show that I enjoyed more than that. And that was, so for The Blacklist, I thought, what they did with Reddington in this episode was pretty good. Like, I was really intrigued by how villainous he was and how ruthless he was, and he was going to stop at nothing to find out the information that he needed to find out. He's on a mission, and I like that side of him. I think he kind of falls back into like that boring, guy when he's working for the FBI. So it was nice seeing him kind of be rogue on his own, racking up a lot of dead bodies. That scene when he pours alcohol on that guy and then sticks the cigar in his mouth and he's waiting for, I think, the ash to fall or the cigar to fall out of his mouth. And he's standing there and he's like waiting with anticipation. And he's like, I'm bored. And he basically just shoots him in the chest. It's kind of like, let's get down to business here. He's like, I got stuff to do. So I thought it was kind of awesome. And so my number one show this week was Revenge. And for the sole purpose that Emily is back and she means business. And when she shows up at the end at Victoria's house and has Daniel and Victoria in the room together, and she says to them, I know that Daniel is the one who shot me, and I'm not going to do anything about it because, I want to make this marriage work, was just awesome. I mean, the fact that she's obviously, again, 2 or 3 steps ahead of these guys makes me very happy. Somebody left a comment on my review that the daughter of Takeda, that she thinks that she is aware that Aiden is the one who killed her dad, and she's trying to kind of lure him into a trap, which I actually didn't think of, so I kind of like that too. So we'll see where that storyline goes. I mean, I don't really care so much about her because she hasn't been around for the last 2 seasons, but it'll be interesting to see what happens with that whole Aiden storyline and if he has to account for his sins. It'll be kind of interesting. But the main focus is obviously Emily and what she has planned, because I mean, she did say that Lydia was the one who shot her, and we all know that that's not true. But it'll be interesting to see what happens going forwards and how she plans on bringing down the Grayson household. All right, guys, that has been my top 3 shows. Well, actually, I guess technically 4 top shows of the week. Let me know what your favorite shows were this week. I felt like this was actually kind of a quiet week. Every show that was coming back was kind of just sort of getting its footing back. So I wasn't really blown away by any of the shows this week, but it was more just sort of everybody laying down its foundation and setting up its next going plot points for the back 9 or 10 episodes that they have left. All right, guys, now that's it. I'll see you next week.